west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the Falcons sideline, head coach Raheem Morris. His guys are putting together a season to remember. No blemishes on their record to this point. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from Tampa. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
So the Bucs now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You talk about this Falcon defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
2nd and 9 now. Open man is Ibuka. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Okay,
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Looking to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
A loss of a yard.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Ready?
14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Slide. Let's go now. Cut.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Here we go. Set. Opposite. Green.
On 3rd down, they go further. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Fist ready.
Irvin is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Come on. Set. Cut.
And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And just shutting him off there. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. Fighting through it, he's got space. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. These 2 teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 14 carries, 131 yards, and also the score.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
2nd and 14. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it will be Falcon football. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix set to take over once more. And he's played well all year long as he enters the home stretch of the season as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met him.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Here we go. Set. 10 black.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
45.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Penix. That one deep for London. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over here up near the 40. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Opposite.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Cut.
They'll start on the ground with Irving.
And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Set. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. 3rd and
6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Come on, set.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Blues 32.
They go play action here on first down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Ready, go. 60 red. 60 red.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Quick, yellow.
They'll try it now with Irving.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On their own side of the field, close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man on man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there, we saw it at the point of attack. Find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give them credit for that one.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack it for a loss of 5.
How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll drop to throw. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up 4th down.
For the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, and he sets the pace here in the latter stages of the season. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call.
There he goes, left side. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap. especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bucs ready to take over once again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Ready, ready. Blues.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
His throw incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On the double.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Set, ready.
They'll look to throw here. His throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Looking to throw, Penix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Now Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a 2nd and 6. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Jet sweep. Here comes Marshall. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
And looking to throw, Penix.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Come on, set. Blue, 32.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Ready. 45.
Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll score it a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll throw with Penix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second down at 6 now from the 42. To the air, Penix sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Penix. In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33.
A gain of 22 yards.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Second and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Penix to the air once more. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. An agile move and a nice game, then dropped at the 25-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Koo knocks this one through the post. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players. But for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. In Philadelphia, the Eagles at home to take on Carolina. And it's Jalen Hurts. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Eagles keep their playoff hopes alive. They move back to 500 at 7-7 with the win. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Kenneth Walker III, his 13th touchdown of the year. This one's gone to halftime with the Seahawks have taken a 3-point lead to the locker room, 10-7 at the half. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints taking on the Jets. And it's Dontavian Wicks. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 55-yard touchdown. The Jets with the lead at the half. With that, let's give you a chance to look at the playoff picture in the NFC with 1 month remaining in the regular season. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A field goal the difference. A tight one through two quarters, and we are back and underway for the third quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Ready. Blue, 32. Hut.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
3rd and 6.
Here we go. Set.
He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
50. Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Irving.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
He was taken down at the
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2nd and 9.
22 meters.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Come on, set.
He'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And the ball is knocked out. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense. But whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was fourth down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player. But fortunately, they will have enough to keep the first down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
Ready.
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably
bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Let's go now. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down.
It's fourth down.
And his kick is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll go play action here with Penix. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This short throw caught by Goddard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
Open man is Ibuka. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Ready. Black.
2nd and 3. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Black. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, Penix. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Penix. That'll be taken in by Flowers. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. 13-all our score as we start quarter number 4. From the 46, here's second down and 1. They run. Robinson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A play fake. Now Penix going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Second and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Penix. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Down. 52 Bulls. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw.
Here we go.
I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
It'll be a net of
plays there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, here we go. Head to 60, head to 60.
And looking to throw, Penix. And complete to Drake London.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
To the air, Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson.
Shoves him aside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Penix. He's got his man, London, right side.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7.50.
Hey, you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
They'll throw with Penix.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Falcons have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Coup now for the point after.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Looking to put a drive together.
Check White.
They go play action here on first down. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
To number 18. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Handoff running left, Irving.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Third down and 10.
Let's go now. 50, Green, ready.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
That's caught by Tucker.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Shoves him away. And shutting him off. Now open field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there and gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Check. Head to 60. Head to 60. 70 range. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Back to throw here. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Buccaneers.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So now the Bucs down by 2 touchdowns, 2:14 to play. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue, 30.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
45. Wide. Cut.
Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run.
Holding. Offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Come on, set.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Ready.
Here now, 3rd down.
Ready. Cut.
Now back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Okay.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9.
Set. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Let's go.
Robinson up the middle. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Algier going straight ahead. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
And the Falcons first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Second and goal at the 9-yard line.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Atlanta, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will head back home